Hi, and welcome to Wausau West here, gang, as we get ready for Wisconsin Valley boys basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports. Jason Zaleski alongside Dan Ross, and the band has been pumping all pregame for us here.
The band's really good. You know what's not good is that walk from the parking lot into the field house tonight. I've never walked so quick from a car to the door.
So a month ago we had bitter cold temperatures and we were dropping games like flies. A month later we got bitter cold temps and we play basketball.
Well,
I can't explain it.
We're running out of time. We are running out of time.
Well, and that's when you messaged me earlier today. I said that there's no way they're skipping this game because then you're talking about a Sunday or a Wednesday because you got to get the conference games in. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but different month, same temperature, different result. We play basketball.
Yeah, and you know what? There's a lot of people here, more than I thought, because there were about 30 cars in the parking lot, and I thought, man, are they actually having this?
The crowd is still filing in, and I got some things to read here. I better get on my A game, or people are going to be very upset with me.
I am guessing that our pregame show is sponsored tonight.
Yeah, there's a really good chance at that, so we better take a look here. And this is the Auto Select pregame show. Located on Schofield Avenue in Weston, Auto Select has been providing dependable vehicle repair service and tires for 22 years. With a 3-year nationwide warranty and free roadside assistance at Auto Select, you're good to go. That's Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. The Marshfield Tigers come in at 14-5 overall. They are 9-0 in conference. They are the 4-time conference champions here in this Wisconsin Valley Conference. 4 consecutive, I should say. 15-6 are the Wausau West Warriors. They are 6-4 in conference, so right in the middle of the Wisconsin Valley. Stevens Point also 6-4, and everybody else kind of below that. So let's talk about that for a second here, Dan. You've got essentially a 6-game, a 5.5 game lead in the conference. How does Marshfield do that?
Well, by not losing, first of all, is what I would say. And having a lot of parity in the conference. And we've talked about this a little bit on our weekly show, that the Valley, even though it's a 4 or 5 game lead, it's a very competitive conference. And that's what happens when you have one team on top, you have one team trailing everybody else, and everybody else is lumped into the middle. Any given night, East or West or Everest can come out and win a game. Merrill as well.
For the Marshfield Tigers, coached by Chris Fisher, Brooks Hinson leads the way. He's a senior, coming in at 6'2". I challenge that though when I stand next to him, but that's a different story for a different day.
Standing on a box.
All right, Landon Lee scores 14 points a game for these Marshfield Tigers. For Nate Lemons and his Wausau West Warriors, Griffin Lang scores 13 a game. Cargie Cooper 11 a game. Both Cooper and Lang pitch in with 5 rebounds per game. Dan, back on January 14th, that was a month and 3 days ago, it was at Marshfield. It was Marshfield 50, Wausau West 29. Halftime, no, that was the final score. Wausau West needs to do better than 29 here tonight.
Yeah, you have talked a little bit about your Tigers and why settle for 50 when you can score 70?
It seems like 70 you're harder to beat than at 50.
It seems that way to me.
I'm just trying to apply some logic and some common sense to the whole thing. I know I'm pretty silly for doing that, but that's what I'm attempting to do anyway. Especially come playoff time. Playoffs just around the corner. Dan and I are going to talk a lot about playoff seeds during this game, especially if we start to begin pacing for 50 to 29. We will talk about playoff seeds as if that pace does develop. But let's check in with our friends at Auto Select. Bring you back for National Anthem right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today. And as we come back to the Wausau West Gymnasium, it is opening announcements and national anthem. We'll turn it to our courtside PA for opening announcements and the Wausau West Pep Band for tonight's national anthem.
We honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem by the Wausau West Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Dan Emerson.
All right, back up here to our broadcast location. We are comfortably seated at the top of the bleachers. We've got Marshfield parents to our left, Wausau West parents to my right. How does it go, Dan? We've got jokers to the right, to the left, clowns to the right. And here I am stuck in the middle with you as the Marshfield Tigers are being announced here on the floor. Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, looks good to me. Marshfield coming off a win over at Chippewa on Saturday. That one, I talked to Coach Chris Fisher before tonight's game. That just an offensive struggle for the Tigers. As you and I were in Auburndale, we turned that game on, and we were surprised to find Marshfield by a couple with a minute and a couple seconds left. But Coach Fisher assures me that his team is still good to go. That was just a bad shooting night, and I'll take what Coach says as far as that's concerned. It was a double overtime thriller here last week on Friday, but not for the Wausau West fans. Wausau East, the victors in double overtime here on Friday night. So Warriors trying to shake that off here tonight.
Yeah, I saw Wausau West here against DC Everest. And DC Everest came into this gym and won that game that particular night. I think if the Warriors are going to be able to stay into this one, they're going to have to get easy baskets, and they're going to need some really good shooting from Griffin Lane.
Okay, yep, because he's picking up the slack, missing number 23, a senior Nico Federici out of the lineup. Unfortunate miss or unavailability for the rest of the season for these Warriors. Larry Buckberger tosses it up, and the Warriors come away with it. Bennett Madison, 6'2" senior. Hands off to Lang.
You see Larry a lot.
I think he's following us.
He might be.
Here goes Lang, and he'll hand off to Madison. We see a few Wausau West students here, a few more from Marshfield, but a very small student section on both sides. Dan and I always point out these types of things. The Marshfield kids came in with flannel pants on.
I like it.
All right, well, it was a day off of school, so you do your virtual iPad studies in your flannel pants.
The Tigers came out, man.
Ethan Connect lasted 36 seconds.
No shots.
It's an offense-defense substitution early in the game for the Tigers. Coach has got his ways, there's no doubt about that. Here goes Ramberg to work off the feed from Landon Lee.
Yeah, can't let the ball handler get too deep inside.
Ramberg coming off a big game over at Stevens Point on Thursday. It was Thursday night. Marshfield won by just about 20 points over at Spash. That clinched their 4th straight Valley Conference title.
Win.
Well, Stevens Point was just coming off a really good win against Sun Prairie East down at the 5-serve, and I got a chance to sit on the floor for that game, and I thought, boy, Spash's arrow was pointing up for sure, and the game was tight at halftime. It was a point or two at halftime, and unfortunately for Stevens Point, they had trouble finding the bottom of the basket. As the cutter there, Brady Phelps, for 2. So just about 2 minutes in, 2-2. We're on that kind of pace here, Dan.
Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it?
I had my pregame back in Marshfield that fateful January 14th day was all about who could get to 60 first. I thought 60 was going to be good enough to win that game. Turned out you only had to get to 50 as we got our first foul of the game.
There's no such thing as betting odds in high school basketball.
I've never even heard of it.
But if I saw an over-under of 95.5, I don't know which way I'd go.
Pole comes up long. Hinson offensive rebound. And I don't know what you call the flamingo formation there on the jumper from Hinson, but that's what I call it. Little one-hop fader.
Yeah. Leg out.
Well, and he's got that leg out. You know, all the kids know they can kick out a foot now, too, and maybe get a foul. I don't think that's what he was doing, but all the kids know it. Madison under, gets it over to Lang. Lang gets Hinson in the air. Baseline jumper, too strong. Pole with the rebound. For all your personal, business, auto, and life insurance needs, there's always a local agent you can look to at Axis Insurance. Learn more at AxisInsurance.net. Axis Insurance, their business, get this, Dan, it revolves around you.
It does. Very cleverly written.
Pole gets it outside to Hinson. Pole was in the jackpot there, and Hinson's pass picked off by Lang.
Just a little bit too long of a pass.
Lang on the ball fake. Three-pointer is good for Griffin Lang.
Scoring outburst. 5-4 Warriors.
They're scoring in bunches here tonight. Joey Ketterer on the outside. He's hounded there by Cargill Cooper. Ramberg over to Hinson. 5-out offense for the Tigers. You got to chase the whole time, right? That's kind of the idea with that offense.
Yep.
Get the defense worn out. Hinson, free, 3, good.
Didn't even think about touching the rim.
No. He's a smooth operator, is Brooks. Been playing all 4 years. All-time leading scorer in Marshfield basketball history.
Looks like it.
Yeah, he got that back in December-ish.
It's good to get it over with right away.
Yeah.
No drama. Don't have to think about it.
On Friday, if you'd like, I know I'm putting you on the spot here, but on Friday, if you like, make the trip to Eau Claire with me. We'll have courtside seats, and it will likely be Cooper Jesperson, senior for Eau Claire Memorial, setting the all-time scoring record on Friday night.
He still doesn't have it?
No, he's 8 points away. 8 points. Their game on Saturday was canceled, so he didn't have the 2. He just had the 1 last week. He was 30 to start the week and just had the Rice Lake game, which he still popped for 22. Here, three-pointer there for Madison comes up long. Here comes Ramberg and the Tigers. So Eau Claire North, Eau Claire Memorial, crosstown rivalry. Inside feed to Pole, and no. Jump ball. If you're not able to make it, that's fine. We'll have it live on Zaleski Sports.
I think I got to pick my wife up at the airport.
Oh, okay. Does she land at Chippewa Valley Regional?
She does not.
Oh, that's too bad. Because that would be convenient then.
She is in Portugal, though. Exotic place.
It seems exotic, right? Here's Hinson. Same spot a minute ago. Different result. Lang with the rebound. In transition off of Cooper's hands last, it'll be Marshfield basketball. But you got to like the idea there from Coach Lemon's Warriors team.
Yeah, got to push it up the floor when you can. Especially rebounds off of three-point misses. If you have any chance to run, it's then.
J&D Tube Benders, founded in 1968 and stayed in the Felch family ever since. It's a locally owned manufacturer specializing in tube bending, welding, and cutting. Find and join the J&D Tube Bending team in the Schofield Industrial Park or jdtubebending.com as Hinson with the layup.
Yeah, the Warriors are having a hard time finding him as he's cutting to the basket right now. A lot of wide open layups.
Yeah, and the 6'4" Federici would have, been able to maybe seal that off, but again, he's on the bench in street clothes. not available for the rest of the season. Cooper on the pump fake. He'll draw a foul.
Good patience.
And we'll head to the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never happened. Cooper to the line for 2. It's 11th ranked Marshfield Tigers. Wausau West still in the rankings at 19 in Division 1. And I bring it up wide and because those rankings are taken completely from the seed math.
We got the supercomputers.
Yep.
Stevens Point. Husky Sports.
There's 2 of them in Stevens Point, right? Yeah, one near the Crossroad Commons as Cooper hits on the back end, and then one right off of McDill Pond, where it stays nice and cool because it's running 24/7, so it stays cool by the now frozen over McDill Pond. Yeah, we've been studying that formula for many, many years. I went and took a look, Dan.
I saw that. I saw your analysis on it.
Yeah, we were very, very good with the girls' seeds. The best we've been, honestly, and it's about 98% right now. And so Zaleski Sports VIPs know that they can see the boys' seeds on Thursday, ahead of Sunday's official release at ZaleskiSports.com. Just click VIP. That's what the girls' basketball fans did last week. They got to all see them ahead of time, and boys' basketball fans can do the same.
The officials did a good job here getting together because the ball handler was bumped. That led to a travel.
Okay.
And it looked like they weren't going to call it until it looked like it did affect the play. And I really like that from the officials in the area that do that.
Brady Phelps picked up the foul.
You don't need to call everything that's happening that's not going to have an impact on the play in any way. But if it does, call it.
Ramberg, shake, shot, rattles in and out, and we're going to get a foul off the ball. And that's going to go on Wausau West. This will be Marcus McDonald with the foul. Loose ball foul. And with that, Miles Waldvogel will come in for Wausau West. And Cam Kolstad enters for the first time for Marshfield.
Yeah, it's easy for us to see it from up here, and you probably can see it on the camera too. Marshfield's bigger. They're taller. They're built muscle-wise. Wausau West is just trying to claw and stay close.
Hinson on the blob. And we're going to get a timeout here. Nate Lemon's going to call the timeout.
10 early points for Hinson.
And we will do the same. You're watching Wisconsin Valley Conference boys basketball on Zaleski Sports. Oh, wait a minute. What was that? I thought we had a timeout.
Apparently not.
Trickery.
Yeah.
What did President Trump once, he had a Finks, Phonies, Frauds, Witchcraft. That's what that was.
I mean, I threw my book down too.
He went to the shoulders for the 30. Oh, well. Never mind.
Maybe it's like a glitch in the Matrix.
It
lost 30 seconds.
Like Max Headroom. Aye. All right, we play on. The game stopped, and it shouldn't have, but all right, we play on. Happier for that. I'd like a little pace to this one. 12-6 Tigers. Just over 11 minutes to play here in the first half. Here's Ramberg on the drive. Cycles up top. Hinson, 20-footer, left that short. It would have been good from 19.
19 and a half, maybe.
All right.
Yeah.
Waldvogel with the touch. Here's Cooper now. Cooper on Kolstad. With the feed down to Waldvogel. Cooper couldn't get a clean handle. Might have been open for a 3.
Marshfield really likes clogging the lane. A lot of big bodies down there.
Yep, they sag, right? Especially on the weak side. Sag, you see it right now. Collapsing in. And Wausau West on the long possession turnover.
Yeah, almost a pack line defense where they're able to close out on the shooters. And a lot of teams that play this pack line defense where they sag into the paint. A lot of low-scoring games. And it's starting to make a lot of sense to me.
And the length helps with that, right?
Yep, absolutely.
That one poked away by Waldvogel. Here come the Warriors, poked away by Kolstad. It'll stay with Wausau West. In is Jackson Riley. He's a 6-foot sophomore for the Warriors. Cooper will take his first break tonight. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com. Find an agent near you. I always say, Dan, they're kind of hiding around the corner behind the bushes, those agents, ready to spring out on you. Go to the website. It's a lot less scary that way to find one.
West couldn't get it inbounded. turnover back to the Tigers.
Yeah, Coach Lemon's frustrated with his team right now. He also might have thought it was a quick 5 call too.
Well, you still have to get it inbounded.
Right.
It isn't when it leaves the hand. They have to touch it.
Right. And this is last off a pole as he attempted the offensive rebound. Warriors basketball, and Matt Heilman's going to come in. He's a freshman, 6'5" forward.
Freshmen no more. I mean, full season in here.
You get a little height back on the floor for the Warriors. With Cooper on the bench, get a little bit of length out there, and Heilman.
Little smooth handles from the freshman.
Yeah. 12-6 Tigers. Just about 1/4 of the way through, which means we're pacing for another 50-point outburst from the Tigers. I told Coach Fisher after that game, I called that one on January 14th, 50-29. I told him about Wausau West 29. I said, not since the Peach Basket had Wausau West scored 29. I was probably close.
D1 basketball team.
Yeah.
19.
Well, in the game, 79 combined points, you know. It was not what modern day basketball fans were hoping for that day. See what we get today. Here's Lee, and that one just off. A rebound pulled in by Heilman.
I mean, West is playing good enough defense right now to stay in this one, but they're really struggling on the offensive end.
Yep, but they've got a 3-point field goal, a regular field goal, and a free throw.
Yeah.
That's the scoring for Wausau West.
That's the trifecta.
It really is, right?
10 minutes to get there.
At a college game, the halftime contest, you can win $1,000 hitting a free throw, a field goal, and a three-pointer.
It's true.
Yeah. Here's a 3, that is good for Bennett Madison. Matson, I'm being told by PA. Well, Coach Lemons calls him Madison, so maybe there's a discrepancy on the floor there. I won't get in the way of it, though. Here's Lee. He wanted to go to pole. It was defended, and so the layup came up short. He had to rethink it on his second step.
Yeah, really quick first step, though, just blow by.
That's been his deal the whole time here at Marshfield. Very quick feet. 3 games in Florida, he scored over 60 points, and those teams there were unaware of his quick first step. There's an offensive rebound, and free throws coming up for Bennett Matson. He'll step to the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. You know, with the freezing temperatures, you don't want it to happen. God forbid it to happen, right? But a burst pipe or something like that, if it does happen to you or somebody you know, call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro. He'll help you out. Because it does happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
It just does.
So, Marshfield Tigers,
Okay.
they go out west for the sectional this year, right?
No, they're with the Fox Valley and the Wisconsin Valley teams. Yeah, pretty regular sectional for Marshfield and for Wausau West. Now is it a timeout? I'm going to wait here. Okay, we get the 30-second call from the official. Teams go to the bench. Okay, timeout on the floor. You're watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Power & Find has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Power & Find Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
All right, back after the first called timeout. Our producer Logan thought maybe there was a bench warning there, pointed at Wausau West, which may have looked like a timeout. Okay. All right.
It was a quick whistle, though.
We'll make a note.
Yeah.
12-10, it's tightened up here a bit. Marshfield has gone cold over the last 4 minutes.
Henson came off the floor. He's back on now.
He is back on now. Here's Kolstad. 3, too long, too strong. And rebound for Matson. So Warriors here, a chance to tie, maybe take the lead. It would be The first tie since zeros, obviously. But first, Warriors still looking for their first lead here tonight. Chance on this trip down. Just over 7 minutes left to play, and the Warriors do have the lead. Matt Heilman from deep.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. Set 2 screens that went to the top of the key. Marshfield lost them.
Okay, so a defensive lapse for the Tigers, and an offensive cold spell still underway for Marshfield. Here's Pole up top. He'll distribute to his right to Lee. There's Hinson, rise and hit. Well, that's what you do. You need some offense. You bring your premier scorer off the bench, put him back in the game.
13 of Marshfield's 15 so far.
From Brooks Hinson.
Yep.
That's amazing. You know, at times this year, it's been one Tiger that's kind of put the team on the back throughout the season. Really haven't seen a 3-headed monster, so to speak, during the season, and maybe tonight is Hinson's night.
One Tiger wearing the stripes.
Yeah. Here's another 3 for the Warriors. Madsen missed that one. Hinson with the rebound.
Felt a little bit rushed.
Hinson works off a screen from Lee. Now ball reverse. Here's Ramberg. Baseline cut off there, and good defense from the Warriors. Laying a little help defense caused Ramberg to have to rethink it.
Well, I'll say one thing about this game. It's going quick. 6:04 left in the first half.
All right. It's usually the kiss of death, my friend, if you're superstitious. If you're a little stitious, I don't know. Okay, yeah. TRW Auto Body in Mosney offers top quality collision repair, full body repair along with 24-hour towing, and a courtesy loaner vehicle, lifetime warranty on the work. That's TRW Auto Body in Mosney. Dan, it's your friendly fender bender mender. It's the fun one to say, right? And they've had that tagline since I was born. No, they have. It's been a long, yes, thank you. I'll be 50 this summer. Here's Ramberg, 3 from the corner, and couldn't get the roll. Ball still loose, and going to be picked up by Waldvogel and the Warriors.
Yeah, I really want to see the Tigers attack the rim. Use your size. Settling for jumpers right now.
Waldvogel, somewhat of an inverted post for the Warriors. Riley hesitates in the lane, now outside to Madsen. Tiger defense picking up here with the lead back up by 2. It's a short-lived lead for Wausau West. There's a 3 on the way. That one no good. Rebound to Ramberg.
Little transition.
And Hinson high off the glass and in. So what now? You're telling me he's got 15 to 17?
He does, yeah. The hits keep coming.
Come on here. Yeah. Brooks Hinson 15, Wausau West 13. Warriors with the ball. You know, growing up, that was something I heard from a play caller once, and I was just kind of so-so with it. And as I say it, I'm still kind of so-so with it. Inside feed to Pole. Quick move to the right, off the glass, and good. And Coach Lemon's going to have to take another timeout. 30 wasn't good enough last time. The Warriors will take a full timeout. You're watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
At Abbey Bank, we know everyone has their strengths. Our bankers may excel in numbers, but can they score on the court?
Maybe you guys should stick to what you're good at. Banking.
And that's exactly what we do. At Abbey Bank, we stick to what we do best, making banking about you.
Find an Abbey Bank location near you by visiting abbeybank.com.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Back here to Wausau West, the drum line giving us a little pep in our step as we come back from timeout. Just like these players bring their best to the courts, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, doors. Ridgetop Exteriors has a winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. Marshfield, a 6-point lead. Wausau West, second timeout, what, in about 3 minutes of game time? Coach Lemon's trying to get this one figured out.
Yeah, in transition that time, Marshfield beat West on the floor, and it created a mismatch. for the big up against one of the guards, able to finish pretty easily.
Okay, Warriors will inbound. Marshfield will pick up some pressure out of the timeout. Fairly common strategy out of the timeout.
You want to do something different.
Cargie Cooper back in the game for Coach Nate Lemons. Somewhat of an extended rest for Cooper.
You love to see the opponent call timeout, then for the one possession you go zone, you do something a little bit funny.
Waldvogel left open, his three off the mark. Offensive rebound for Matson. Coach Fisher not happy with his guys on missing the board. Tell folks about Mammoth Mortgage. It sounds big. Mammoth Mortgage, your opportunity for low rates, hassle-free mortgages for buying and refinancing a home anywhere in Wisconsin. For all your mortgage needs, look to Mammoth Mortgage. Here's Lang from the outside. That three off the mark. Magnus Mockton with the rebound.
Yeah, Tigers are doing a really good job not giving Lang a whole lot of space.
Joey Ketterer back in the game out of the timeout. Both Ketterer and Mockton come in. And Hinson circles it down the drain. Marshfield has opened its largest lead here tonight. They lead now by 9. Cooper, and he was fouled on the dribble. Foul on the floor. This will be Marshfield's 4th team foul. Warriors with 3. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need at all the lowest prices. You know, Dan, I went to Fleet Farm on Valentine's Day and got Rachel all her chocolate at Fleet Farm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, who would have thought that? But they got the big candy aisles over there.
Got tons of candy at Fleet Farm. I love it.
She had bought herself a flower container and expected me to fill it. They didn't have any flowers at Fleet Farm, so the container is still unfilled. But she got all the chocolate I could find there. I did what I could.
You know, I'm down about 70 pounds.
Yeah.
I will still just destroy candy.
Well, because it's the portions, right?
Yeah,
you know, and you can eat a small portion of candy, which is pretty similar to a steak dinner.
It's true.
Yeah. You know, you're talking calories.
Yeah.
Here's Hinson, works off a screen from Pohl. Pohl wanted it back. Ketterer will distribute. Gets it back. Now Hinson, ball reversal into Pohl.
A mismatch here.
Pohl works on Matson, but picked up his dribble. We talked about that on Saturday at a game we were at, right? You want to go right away. If you're a big, you're on the post, you go right away or don't go at all. Hinson hits another bucket. Tigers lead by 11.
In the first half.
20 of 24. He's on one. That's what they say. He's on one right now.
He knows it too. He's got the little swagger.
Little skip, little knee flex every time down. As Hinson guards Lang now. Inside to Cooper. He's pushed by Ketterer as that feed came in. That'll be Marshfield's 5th of the half. Probably first on Ketterer. No, I'm wrong. 2nd. Okay. Just when I think I'm ahead of the game.
Are we going to talk to either of these coaches on Sunday?
Yes. We're talking to Chris Fisher on Sunday. Joining us as he has since the show. Regular guest on the show. Got a fine lineup. The coaches still have until Thursday at noon to respond, so we're 20, maybe 30 hours into the request. So, but a number have already responded. Yeah. So thank you, Dan. 2:15 start time. First coach will come on at 2:30 on Sunday. Here on this channel, coaches will speak to us by phone on their seed, on their playoff outlook, and their season. Cooper, some collision down low, and that's going to be called on Cargie. You like that call?
I do, because he hit him high.
Okay.
Right? He got him in the above the shoulders, I would say.
Yeah, I thought it was a solid call too.
Yeah. You know, a lot of times if he hits him in the chest there, maybe it's a block, but hitting him high, it makes it look worse.
Just kind of a quick hit and a quick spill by Marshfield. Some in front of us may have thought the Marshfield player went down too easy.
Well, he got hit in the face.
Here's Hinson, another 3, and no.
It looked good.
It did, it was right on. Lang comes away with it for the Warriors. Wausau West needs to find some points. They're down 11, just over 1 to play before the half. As Dan said, a very quick moving first half.
Feels that way.
We're probably not even at first intermission playoff hockey over in Schofield with DC Evers hosting Wisconsin Rapids. That's a hint for you watching at home. If you want to pick another one tonight, playoff hockey live on Zaleski Sports.
Playoff hockey, nothing like it.
I'm telling you, right? I mean, you skate faster, you hit harder, you wrist it quicker. Everything's more intense in playoff hockey. Cooper, corner, too long. Almost looked like the Marshfield students were cheering for Cooper's 3 to go in. They just couldn't believe that it didn't.
Oh!
Lee, yeah, he's made some of those this season. Not able to find the 3-ring circus that time down.
I just became a fan.
Oh yeah, he's a fun watch. We've got Brady Phelps. Yeah, Brady Phelps. The official going to call a timeout as Phelps came down on a Marshfield player's foot and turned an ankle. We've all done it.
Yeah, and West can't afford injury after injury.
Yeah.
It's been a tough year for Coach Lemmings.
Take advantage of the President's Sale now through February 28th. That's through the end of the month. At Sherrill Tire and Auto Service, buy 3 tires, get the 4th one free. That makes a whole set. And you get up to $180 in rebates on now at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service.
You know what the best part of February is?
It's short?
It's short.
Okay. How about a Wisconsin Valley congratulations on the girls' side. Stevens Point's Jada Soybert in her junior year just hit 1,000 for her career.
Love it.
Mike Wendland is there collecting highlights. You'll see highlights of Jada's 1,000th point tomorrow on Facebook at Zaleski Sports.
Can you believe that we have basketball tournament action Tuesday night already?
A week from now, we might be at halftime of some game. Here's at the buzzer, Hinson hits it.
22 for Hinson.
So they gave him 2 there. He must have been on the line on the other side. That brings us to our halftime, where the Tigers lead it 26-13 on Zaleski Sports.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Uncle Minton wants you to ride into huge savings this tax season.
With up to 76% off furniture and Mittens pays the tax, you honestly can't miss this sale.
We're your one-stop shop for all your favorite brands of appliances.
Get the latest sleep technology for your best night's rest.
And save the tax.
Mittens Furniture, Appliances, and Mattresses is dedicated to stretch your dollars further this tax season in downtown Marshfield.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
All right, back here, halftime as the band strikes another chord, and halftime today brought to us by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact Next Step today. Dan Ross, let's start scoring. Wausau Warriors had 13. How'd they do it?
4 points for Bennett Matson. Griffin Lang, 1 triple.
Okay, turn on your microphones.
2 points for Grady Club, 1 point for Marshfield?
Yeah, we will here in just a second. We're still working on the microphone here, Dan. I don't know why, I don't know what, but we're good there now. I think we're good now. So yeah, let's start with Foundation Finance. Start a job by making the money you need with flexible scheduling and a close-knit, fun-loving group with full-time benefits that start day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. Now for the Marshfield score.
Yeah, this is probably then 2 points apiece for. Yep, 4 points for Matson, 3 points apiece for Lang and Heelman, 2 points for Phelps, 1 point for Cooper, 2 of 4 at the free throw line for the Warriors.
It is playoff hockey in Schofield. It's second period. BC Everest 1, Wisconsin Rapids nothing. And again, playoff hockey, there is nothing like it. So if you're able to pull up another one, watch playoff hockey right next to this basketball game. From residential to commercial, industrial to agriculture, Newton Electric in Wausau has been serving central Wisconsin since 1977. I was 2 years old in 1977.
I was -2.
Give them a call or find them online at elect.com. We'll talk about playoff seeding as we come back to the Wausau West Gymnasium right after this on Zaleski. Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security, and that means
Culligan Water delivers. Tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com. ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcast. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com. You know, we're going to get this ship figured out here one way or another. Back at Wausau West Gymnasium, Dan Ross aside me, Jason Zaleski, Logan's off to my left. All right, Dan, let's talk to the folks at home about playoff seating. On Thursday is a big day here at Zaleski Sports, as you'll get the final projections on the VIP page at Zaleski Sports. People will say to you and me both, hey, you guys really know the seeds. And the answer is yes, we do. And you can get them at ZaleskiSports.com. Click VIP. We're taking a look through some of them right now, but let's give a little lesson to the folks at home on the seed process. Overall record is certainly a part of it, and then strength of schedule as an overarching label is a part of it, but it's a huge part of it.
Yeah.
All right, talk about strength of schedule and the different components of it.
Yeah, so you're right. Strength of schedule is almost 2/3, maybe not quite 2/3 of what the formula entails. But it's not just who you play; it's who you beat. Wins don't matter. Records do matter, however.
Right.
So if you're playing good teams and if you're beating good teams,
They around 2 in the morning or so is when they all do get figured out. Yeah. So strength of schedule, it's the teams you've played, the teams you've beat, the teams you've played, who have they beat, and the teams you beat, who have they beat.
Yep.
And it gets very complex as it rolls down the line like that.
that's why the supercomputer's often smoking.
Yeah, right. There is a very small allowance, very small, for sectional opponents. And then new this year, there is a consideration for head-to-head results. If you are a next-door neighbor to your on the seed line, so if you're a 2 and somebody else is a 3, as an example, and there's a head-to-head advantage, that team with the head-to-head advantage will be seeded ahead of the other one. That's new this year.
Yeah, and are making changes to make it easier for the common folks like us to figure it out.
In turning right hand, couldn't see, he didn't have the same persuasive power as Phelps. On the run out, here's McDonald.
A little bit of momentum out of the locker room for the Warriors, back to single digits.
In both good news and bad news, the band is leaving the gym.
Oh, they're loud.
The drums in particular, right? It's but they're enthusiastic.
Yes.
So I'm sad for that part of it. Ramberg thought about a 3 he can hit from out there. Give it to the hot hand, Brooks. Hinson, 3. First half, second half, Brooks Hinson don't care. He's filling it up. He's got 25 of the 31.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's outstanding.
Yeah. So if you do want to see the seed numbers and everything that we're talking about, head over to the Zaleski Sports VIP page. It's all there for you.
Yep.
You'll see last week's bracket. We have all the brackets. It's all there. A little bit more information come Thursday, but yeah.
Yeah, right. You can even go right now. You were just on the page. You can see the teams bracketed right now through games played last week's, or through games played Saturday, so three and a half days ago. And it gets updated for the final time on Wednesday night for us. And but it does get updated with some game predictions. Try to make it as easy to comprehend as possible.
Well, we don't want employees to be working all night Friday and Saturday.
Well, we do that for the football seeds. Oh, rejection! We got to see Adam Sandler. Was it Cabin Boy? Onion? Or no, who what was that?
That's Cajun Man.
Cajun Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rejection.
Rejection. How'd you feel about that, Cajun Man? Disappointment.
You know, he sang a good song Sunday.
What?
I'm sure you were watching, weren't you?
I was. Yeah, it was a very well put together song. It was one of his better guitar playing performances.
Yeah.
For the Sandman, and touched on
a remembrance
all
package.
of his friends from Saturday Night Live,
Yeah.
including the late Chris Farley and others. I think he may have mentioned Phil Hartman as well.
Norm Macdonald.
Yep. One of the funniest comedians I have ever witnessed, Norm Macdonald. Pole open underneath, but the defense got there. Pole gets his own board, up and in, and one for Chris Pole as he challenged Brady Phelps.
Yeah, he was really quick on that second hop. The other Warriors were kind of flat-footed, but I think he knew that he was missing that bunny, able to jump right back up.
So he had the head start on the rebound.
Yeah.
Not so good on the free throw. 13-point Marshfield lead. Lang slows it down. How about an and one to answer back for Griffin Lang? He'll head to the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line.
Little slow-mo.
It was. Through molasses. You mentioned before we had a glitch in the matrix in the first half. That was a little glitchy.
Yeah, we lost 30 seconds somehow.
Neo had to come and bring us back in, right? Lang misses on the three-point play. Pole, and yeah, just a tight pass to handle off the back left shoulder. It was a back shoulder fade to Lee.
You know, sometimes these games go into halftime, and it really changes the momentum. And the Tigers were kind of roaring into the halftime break, and coming out, the Warriors have a little bit of fresh air to them, a little spring to the step.
I've got mad respect for Dan's mad respect to the mascots. The mascots, if it wasn't for them, I don't know if I would even like sports.
Now, it loses its luster at the professional level, though.
Yeah, because it's just too corny at that point. Here's Brady Phelps off the mark. Ball bounces in the hands of Landon Lee. Lee slowed it up. Now Pole, three, corner, got it. You know, what do you do about a guy, Dan, that's 6'9", inside, outside? What do you do? Defends it. He just had a blocked shot a minute ago.
Yeah. Put your hand over their eyes? I don't know.
Ketterer took a shot at it. It'll stay Warriors basketball.
The last time that the Warriors had it baseline out of bounds, they couldn't get it in.
Let's see what happens this time as we do. For all your repair needs, Mosney and Rothschild turns to John's Auto Repair, just north of Highway 51 in Mosney. Auto repair you can trust to have it done right and get it on your way. Get you on your way. John's Auto Repair. Lang had to double clutch that one. Rebound from Phelps. No. And that's going to be off of Lang out of bounds. So Rambert couldn't save it. It was already out. What was the call? Backus Family Chiropractic in Rothschild provides personalized chiropractic care no matter what issue your body is battling, from migraines to anxiety, stress, a wide variety of youth issues. Let Backus Family Chiropractic give you back the life you deserve. What about sitting on cold plastic bleachers? Can they help me with that?
Yeah,
okay.
It's not great.
There's Pole rising up.
Pole has 9 this half.
You know, and these people, they've got the stadium seats. I have those too. I just never bring them. So it's my stupidity that puts me in this situation. I was hoping the shelf would be open, but there are still Wausau West Warriors battling for individual sectional berths or sectional titles next week, wrestlers. So the wrestling room is right above us.
I have been here where they put us at the very corner, up in the corner of the gym. You can't see anything. It's great.
Yeah, again, when this gym was built in 1978, nobody was thinking about a TV-style broadcast in here. There's no allowance for it. But the new places are, and so we go to some of the new ones, and it's out of this world fantastic. Lang hits from the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line. He'll take a second on the shooting foul and hit them both. Under 13 to play, Marshfield leads by 14. Looking to go 10-0 in conference. Hinson from the wing. Brooks Hinson's going to listen to Freebird on the way home. He's going to be rocking out on the bus. You know, I did the preseason interview with Brooks, and he's a country music fan. He said if somebody wants to listen to rap or pop or whatever on the way home, he's not that guy. But if they want country, he's the first to hit the boombox with the country.
I like it. I'm a country guy myself.
I listen. I like to mix it up. Waldvogel on the back cut to Lang, got it taken away by Lee. Pole in rhythm, too strong. Lang outduels Hinson for the rebound. Johnny Cash saying got rhythm.
Yep.
A Phelps strong move on the inside.
A little English on that one.
I had said the first intermission score over in Schofield was DC Everest 1, Wisconsin Rapids nothing in regional semifinal hockey. It's now 5-0. So the Evergreens, a 4-goal outburst in the second, look to move on to it would be a regional final at New Richmond on, what did I say, so probably on Saturday. Check your local brackets at WIAA or WI.org. I do not memorize every single bracket that's out there.
No.
People think I do. Hinson.
So this time of year, how many times a day do you get asked, what's our seed?
Yeah, well, today too. since 6:45, too. No, yeah, they ask a lot. And I'm happy to, actually 3, one of the Marshfield dads asked me, so 3. And I told that dad he had to go to the VIP, and he said that's premium service. I said, yes, it is. Yeah, it'll cost you a cup of coffee.
How about this? Assumption girls beat Aquinas.
Okay, that's a big win. Division 5 Assumption. Number 1 ranked team.
Yep.
Still a big win, though. Yeah, we kind of had on the girls' side Aquinas and Neillsville maybe matching up in a sectional, and we thought maybe a tough one for Neillsville. And you can start to draw some comparisons or some figuring. Let's see, watching Ron and Marcy watching from Lake Havasu City, Arizona, 77 and sunny today. I got up to 7. I don't know what you saw, but I got up to 7.
I think I had 2 or 3 at my house at my weather station.
Okay.
Last night I went to bed and we were getting warnings on our phone that the wind chill was below 40. Do not go outside. Below negative 40.
Move, warning.
Yeah, like don't go outside.
Relocate.
Don't go outside. Don't die of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Came up empty. Williston, North Dakota had a low air temperature, not wind chill, had a low air temperature of minus 41 this morning.
Almost 120 degrees. Arizona, yeah.
It's right on. I'm thinking of Nevada. I don't know. Here's Pole and got it to go.
11 second half points for Pole. You know what? The Tigers are just Marshfielding their way through this.
There's a 3 on the way from Heilman. That off the heel and no good. Here's Pole on the run, and 2 free throws coming up for Chris Pole. The Marshfield bench getting ready to explode on an and 1. Jackson Riley picks up the first, team third, each side now with 3 team fouls.
We got a good one tomorrow night.
Tell the folks about it.
Yeah, we are going places where we've never gone before. We're going to Bonduelle tomorrow night. Or as they say on the WIAA broadcast, Bonduelle. Yeah.
Yeah, Bonduelle. I got to call Bonduelle sectional semifinal baseball last year, but that was in Gillett, so that doesn't count.
Yeah.
But those same Bears are playing basketball at a very high level this year. They'll take on the Roncalli Jets. Number 1 versus number 2 in Division 4 boys basketball tomorrow. Tip 7:15, live right here on Zaleski Sports. That's a promo.
Yeah.
And what, timeout? Maybe, probably, could be. Still thinking, it's a 30-second timeout. You're watching boys basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
We should talk to some of these parents around us as we come back here to Wausau West. It is Marshfield 47, Wausau West 26. Merrill Steel is your partner for structural steel fabrication. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fab companies in the upper Midwest and apply at merrillsteel.com. Do you drive past there on your way here?
Merrill Steel?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. No, never mind. Thinking of something else. How about this? Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Learn more at nicoletbank.com. You might drive past one of those every now and then.
Nicolay Bank, yeah. Marshfield showing a little 1-2-2 full court press. Almost got a turnover.
Yeah, Mockton hustling to the half court line. Poked it out of bounds.
Wausau West is a sectional host this year for our local Division 5 girls.
Okay.
The Assumption Royals sectional.
I was going to say, you may get to see the Lions in action here.
Lions and Lena, maybe.
Lions and Wildcats, oh my.
Yeah.
We had both on a girls basketball show this past Sunday. Again, boys basketball coaches playoff preview show this Sunday coming up at 2:15 right here on this Zaleski Sports channel. Talk to Wisconsin basketball coaches from all over the state.
The Space Ponies coach, really good interview.
I think one of the best we ever had.
Yeah, really proud of his girls. Got to talk about him running onto the floor, screaming, pumping his fists at the buzzer last year in Green Bay.
Reigning Division 5 state champions. Here's Cooper on the inside. Maybe a little bit too close. I've had that happen to me before. Mockton with the rebound.
You know, and he made a really good point that no matter how good you are, in order to win a state title,
Joey Ketterer for three.
You have to have things go your way. And he did. That Space Pony team last year had a lot of things go their way.
Lee was still moving on the contact made with Waldvogel, and will pick up the blocking foul.
You know, a ball hits the rim, it goes in. A 50-50 ball goes off a different leg. You know, just things happen.
Well, the other thing too are matchups, right? Sometimes, and it's not even an upset, but just a certain team winning gives you a matchup advantage sometimes that falls your way.
Yeah.
And even if it's a better team than what you thought you might play, the matchup was different and that fell your way.
Yeah, and in that state title game, Lena had a lead late, and it looked like Lena was going to run away with it, and his girls didn't give up. And I even mentioned to the coach, the girls weeping with the win.
Drive for Amir Espinoza, 6'2" junior.
Weeping, tears, because they really didn't think that they were going to win. And, you know, I remember that team more than any of the other teams at state last year, and that's nothing against anybody else. But it was such a good story. It's the first year of the co-op, and yeah.
Hinson, reverse layup is good. Yeah, Coach Derek Dasher, somewhat, I mean, I'm taking some words here, some liberties, but he somewhat told us he felt it was a real upset beating Assumption in the sectional final.
Yeah. He said they had to play their best game, and Assumption had to come in a little flat, and that's exactly what happened.
Play with just over 7 minutes left in the half. Lang, deep three is good.
Really making a run at that 95.5 number.
Well, we have now officially eclipsed the January 14th 50-29 finish. Thankfully. I'm happy about it. There's the cut from Ketterer, too strong. Mockton is going to take a body from Jackson Riley and head to the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line.
Post number 11, Jackson Riley, second personal, 14 foul.
So Mockton will shoot two, as he does. We'll tell you Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau offers a state-of-the-art facility with excellent benefits, pay, culture, and much more. Join a growing company and get your career on the right path. Learn more. Apply at greatlakescheese.com.
Are you going to be with me in Marathon Thursday?
I'll be with you for a while as Jack Cernitsky enters for the Tigers. Yeah, we'll
Senior
see.
night.
Well, okay.
All right.
Marathon and who?
That's a good question.
Yeah, you're
Auburndale?
not really convincing me very
Auburndale,
well.
I think.
Hinson fought for the rebound, but it'll be Warriors basketball. Yeah, you'll have to do better than that.
I think Auburndale.
So I already know what's going to happen. Auburndale will win by 4.
Girls?
Oh, that's a girls basketball game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Same result. You know what? Auburndale played pretty well last night against Columbus Catholic. They're trying to figure out after a couple of really to the team devastating injuries to the girls too. Getting it figured out though. What do they say about Coach Schneider? He's going to muddy up the game sometimes?
Yeah, he's got an interesting ball club this year. They're a 3 seed, so congratulations.
Yep, Auburndale
getting
a
a
4
3.
in Division 4, so
Yep.
a little different.
Well, Marathon's Division 4, but different sectional.
They are both Division 4, aren't they? Yep.
Yeah.
You're right. Lee spinning, couldn't get it to roll in. And rebound brought down by Cooper. And they say in transition, now the Tigers defense catches up. To give some credit to the transition defense for Marshfield that time down.
Looked like Espinoza had a good look at it and didn't take it. Didn't pull it.
Cooper on a shake. Got it slapped away by Mockton. Big round of applause from the Marshfield fans here for Magnus Mockton. Hinson, that was short. Foul on the loose ball. Go ahead, Dan.
I want your opinion. You have watched a lot of Marshfield Tigers games this year.
Yeah.
Boys especially.
Yep.
What do you think their ceiling is? Is it Madison?
I've got a question mark on that one.
Is it second weekend?
I really do. Yeah. I think anybody, except for obviously the opponent, would believe that Marshfield is into the sectional round.
Yeah.
And I know that Coach Fisher, I talked to him before the game. He still has quite a number of things he wants his team to improve on and thinks that they can. We're getting late though in the season. We're not in the 11th hour yet, but we're getting late.
Yeah, there's only so much improving you can do at this point.
Yeah, I think that if you're looking for a real hint on that answer, you'll want to go to Marshfield on Saturday as Marshfield takes on Eau Claire Memorial. The winner of that game is almost assured the 2 seed. I say almost, some things can happen here and there. And the 2 seed would give you a nice advantage. Different, maybe a little bit different than the 3, just because of who you would play in that regional final.
Yeah, you get a more comfortable regional final.
Right, and less susceptible to an upset, I suppose. Right, if we're just talking about percentage chances and things like that. So Marshfield would be, to give a hint on the answer to your question, if they play really well, and maybe they're even on the losing side, it's a couple of point game. You give you an extra hope for the Tigers. If they beat Memorial, you're really going to feel good going into the playoff round with the Marshfield Tigers basketball team. If Memorial comes in and wins by 12, 15, 20, it'd be a real serious question mark.
Yeah.
Be a real serious question. That late in the year against who then would be the 2 seed in the playoffs. Kaukauna is the 1.
Yeah.
You would think to yourself, boy, we're the 3rd best team, maybe the 4th best team in our section. That's going to be tough for us.
Yeah, I tell you what, having the Big Rivers and the Fox champion in the same sectional, that's not a joke.
Isn't that something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
Memorial,
the Valley champ.
Kaukauna, Marshfield, all conference champions, sorting it out. And Nina is still, they're still in the mix, and they are a tough. Coach Lee Robus is always a tough out in the playoffs. Took his team, a somewhat underseeded team, to state last year.
Yep.
Yeah. They were the 5 last year.
He's a really good coach.
Lee is, and he's one of my favorites.
We coached against him when he was at UW Fox Valley College. 2-year school.
Under 4 to play. So in football, you go to your 4-minute offense here. And in basketball, if you're the Marshfield Tigers, you also have what I consider a 4-minute offense. Jack Sternitsky for 3. Make sure to stay tuned to our Merrill Steele postgame show. We'll talk to Coach Chris Fisher, and he selects his players of the game. He's brought out some real interesting ones this year. I have interviewed Sternitsky. I've interviewed Mockton. I've interviewed Ketterer. We may be all the way through the team here. I'm not sure. We'll see who he brings with him tonight.
I always lose track. That's why it's great to have the coach do
when the coach does it, right? Because then it's on the coach, right? Marcus McDonald hits from inside. France Propane, your locally owned, complete service propane company. They've served all of Central Wisconsin for over 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. France Propane, local, quality, family. In the lane and floating is Will Butala. Culligan Water specializes in all your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan Water to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options.
I feel like this game went pretty much exactly like we thought it would.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm right where I knew I would be at 8:20 tonight. 55-35, just over 2 to play. You know, almost a mirror image of that January 14th contest. And Sternitsky's going to pick up the foul. Get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals, locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. And so a heap of Marshfield Tigers are going to come out. Coming in for Marshfield are Afton Hamill, he's a 5'8" senior. J.J. Steinbach, a 6'2" senior. And Nick Hansen, a 5'11" junior. I have them all. He joins Jack Sternitsky and Magnus Mockton on the floor for the Tigers. At the free throw line for Wausau West, Matt Heilman. Good catch by the referee down there.
At any points. Love it.
It's quality production from our officiating staff tonight.
The bench really wanted a basket there. By number 25, who's not on my...
And we got another Matt Heilman on the JV roster, but there's already a Matt Heilman in the game. Do you know 25 for Wausau? Well, who is it? Dane Zenner. So it's nice having a guy from Wausau West sitting here on the broadcast with us. I'll see if Zenner gets another shot at it. Mockton is fouled, and that'll be team foul number 5, so they will inbound. Will the Tigers? And we'll get a substitution. This is going to be Ben Jordan, 6'5" junior for the Tigers. Magnus Mockton gets a standing ovation from the Marshfield parents here. Got some good quality minutes, did Mockton here tonight. Steinbach with it. And here go the Warriors. Butala missed on the layup. Rebound, Hansen. Hansen fires down to Sternitsky. This is getting loose now. Up and in, and one for Ben Jordan. Well, things get a little wild and woolly.
This is my first time seeing the Tigers play this year in person.
Okay.
Seen a bunch of games on Zaleski Sports.
Thank you.
Really well put together team, in control. I think I might have some questions about them beating the Goliaths in the sectional, but I think they got more than a puncher's chance at it.
Well, and in the playoffs, you like to turn to coaching, and I don't want to leave Coach Chris Fisher out of this. Coaching also needs to level up in the playoffs.
Yep.
And I know Chris and his staff are fully capable of doing something like that as well. So Amir Espinoza draws the foul. From the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line, Forrest Gump once famously said, I think it was to President Johnson in the movie, that he was hit in the buttocks. I feel like I've been hit in the buttocks on these plastic bleachers right now. President Johnson said, I'd like to see that. And Mr. Gump pulled down his drawers right there for the president. In the movie.
As you do.
In the movie. My generation, it's one of the greatest movies ever. So Espinoza picks up the foul. That's going to send J.J. Steinbach to the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line.
He has a chance to make this guy. Oh.
Hit it.
What's the over/under at right now?
Well, for one, there is no such thing.
No.
But for two, if we were just having fun with it, it's pretty close to what you mentioned earlier today.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah. And there it is.
Yeah. Not just good looks over here, Mr. Zaleski.
Steinbach goes 2 for 2. I was looking for Mr. and Mrs. Steinbach. I may have missed them here in the gym. There's a lot of people here in front of us. They're all, I can only see backs ahead, so they may be here. Foul going to be committed by Hamill, and that's going to send Riley to the free throw line as this one comes grinding to a screeching halt.
Yep.
Pace of play warning. If it was golf, we'd have that happening right now. The ranger would come out and say, you got to pick it up, or you're going to have to sit out a hole.
I'm really getting into the TGL Simulator League. It's a good watch.
I watched it one night. I was slightly confused at first, but I like the fan participation. Just the energy from the fans.
Yep.
They get to sit right in there and talk to the guys.
It's quicker now, so they finish the entire thing in like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Students want Afton Hamill to get a bucket here. Final 30 seconds tonight.
Why not?
Okay. I mean, he's out there. Here he is. Students roar. Afton, a varsity soccer player during the fall. Yeah, this is Steinbach, 2.5.
One more possession. One more.
Well, one more maybe for Sand. Good. Boy, struggling. All right, tell you what.
Sure, select Goodyear tires. Plus, get up to $180 in rebates. The best tire deal ever. Now at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service.